Sweater girl never buys them. I get folks ask me all the time why I go out there and rock and roll and how am I able to do that. And it really becomes, you really get to a point in your life you realize, all right, can I do this or can't do this? And it takes about 2 years for you to get good on any instrument. So if it's a guitar, the piano, the flute, the trumpet, whatever instrument, it takes about two years to get really comfortable on it. If you work a little bit harder, or you play like maybe punk music, you get the bar chords down, you can start a little bit faster. If you work really hard, a year, half a year, you can get your basic open chords going. And once you get to that point, you really have to have a decision to make. Am I going to sit in my room, in my house, and have no one hear me, or am I going to go out there and rock and roll and let people hear me? Am I going to stay in my closet and play only for myself, or am I going to go out there and let other people hear me? And that's the big decision. That's the switch. That's the button you have to push at that point. Am I going to be able to do this or not? And if the answer is yes, you're going to grow as a musician. If the answer is no, you're going to stay at your own little level. It is very hard to maintain a level. You either are getting better as a musician or you're getting worse. I mean, that's really it. And in a lot of ways, you're either getting better as a human being or you're getting worse as a human being. And one reason why I work so hard, create so many things, do so much stuff, is to try to become the best person that I can. For years and years and years, for a long time, I never did really play as a performer in public as much. I knew this. I was a good solid rhythm player. So in bands I played rhythm. I didn't sing. I wasn't a lead player, so I didn't lead. Play lead guitar. And then finally, I was doing some. Play some venues, and I was playing this venue. So, I mean, I got a degree in music, and I'm nervous singing rock and roll songs. What am I doing? And I just get over that, and I did at that point there. And I started teaching rock history, and I actually learned a whole lot by doing research. I mean, I was a big Buddy Holly fan. I love the Beatles. I mean, there's so many bands I just really love, and a lot of things I actually discovered more so. I like Dylan. I became more of a Bob Dylan fan after teaching rock history. And there's so much music I learned because of doing research for that class. And one thing about rock and roll music, if that's what you're going to play, is that, you know, rock and roll was never supposed to be that good in the first place. It really wasn't. I mean, it was supposed to be, I mean, there's some good guys, there's some guys that can really play. There's some virtuosos that can really play rock and roll. But it was supposed to be some guys that go out there and just rock and roll. You think of Louie. I mean, you know, the Kingsmen, you know, three chords. I mean, they really couldn't sing that well or play that great. But you know, it's based on the blues. If you can play blues, you can play rock and roll. You can play country. You can play punk. You can play whatever genre it is. And that's one reason why I stress the blues so much when I teach people how to play guitar. To go out there and perform in front of an audience is a tough thing to do. It is, and you have to be willing to do that. And you get over the fact. Think of this: most people can't play an instrument at all. And if they did, they played in high school or junior high, so years and years and years ago. So most people can't even play anything at all. And if they did, they wouldn't get in front of an audience to play. So you just getting up there with your guitar, and even just doing that is 95% of the folks in the world won't be able to do that. So once you can do that, the rest is pretty easy. I finally realized that if I write songs and I don't perform them, no one's ever going to hear them. I don't think I'm a great singer. I'm not a great singer. I'm better than I was 5 years ago, but I'm not a great singer. But I have something to say. Is Bob Dylan a great singer? Is Willie Nelson a great singer? Is Ozzy Osbourne a great singer? I think he has a lot of emotion, but is he Pavarotti? No. Am I Pavarotti? No, not at all. I have something to say, and I've seen it time and time again. Audiences will rock out with you if you're rocking out and you got something to say. They don't care if you're the greatest performer. They don't care if you're the greatest singer. They don't. They don't. And one of my favorite bands, the Ramones, they basically play these fast 2-minute songs. And the reason why was that, you know, if you didn't like one of our songs, well, 2 minutes later we'll have another song, and maybe you like that one better. So that's kind of makes a lot of sense in a lot of ways. So you going out there rocking and rolling, it really has to, once you have that switch that you turn on, you can do it, and you get better. And I've seen it time and time again. Folks that can not play, not sing, have horrible songwriting, come after night after night, day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, and you get to the point they're rocking and roll. I'm looking for them to go out there and play it because these guys can rock. And the same thing can happen to you. So you have to just get out there and rock and roll. And believe in yourself. Until you believe in yourself, I can't do anything with you. No one else can do anything with you either. You can't do anything with yourself. Believe in yourself that you can rock and roll. And once I got to the point where I could sing, I realized, well, you know, I know the blues scale. Maybe I can play a lead. And now I can play rhythm, I can sing, and I can play lead now. And now I'm a total guitar player. And I'm finally the musician that I want to be. Because again, you're either getting better as a musician or you're getting worse as a musician. Go out there and rock and roll and post them on YouTube like I do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sweater girl, sweater girl, sweater girl. Rock and roll, everybody.